Many of my fans know me for my trademark hat. I don't need that anymore now that I found this game changer of a shaver. Flex Series by Freedom Grooming.
You can shave wet or dry. It's your choice. You can do it on the go.
Look at that smoothness, man. The smoothest shave I ever had. Smoother than the baby's bottom. This is a must have. You must get this. It will change your life. Trust me. Like I said, best 3 minutes of your life. It's showtime.
Smoke bar. We always ready for the smoky herb, Venom and Smoke podcast.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is our sports show on Friday. We started 30 minutes early so I can catch the Saints game, man. You know, I got to catch my Saints. But before we get it started, man, let me introduce my co-host, this damn diabolical hater until Izzy getting here. So it's going to be me going one-on-one with the hater today. He is diabolical hater Jay. What's going on, man?
What's up, Mo? Getting ready for that game tonight?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm ready for it. We play the Packers, so I got a lot of Packers fans.
Okay.
I know it's preseason, but I want to beat them bastards just so I can rub my nose in it.
Listen, I take, like, when it comes to preseason is when the first team offense is against the first team defense. So whatever ends, if in the first quarter it's 7-7, okay, we finish the tie type deal. Yeah, that's how I do it. And then the rest of the game, I just to watch the kids,
I just want to say my backups are better than your backups, you fucking Packer fans. I can't stand it, motherfucker. Fuck anything Green Bay. I don't care. I do not like Packer fans. They up there with Cowboys and the Falcons. They up there with me. I know a lot of them that hate on the
I
Saints.
won't know about my game. My game, I think, is on Monday this week. We play the Falcons.
Hope y'all beat them too.
Oh,
fuck them. As I say, fuck them. But we'll get into it. I know we've been talking about this story here for 3 weeks. But we finally got a resolution I think everybody will be happy with. But Roger Goodell, you ain't slick. You just wanted him to play his first game against the Texans. You ain't slick. You gave him an 11-game suspension. We did this shit for 5 more games and $5 million.
It's over. You know what I'm saying? Now the NFL could go into NFL mode. The Browns could go into Browns mode. Now, unless something happens, Unless something happens crazy, the NFL should be going smoothly now. You know what I'm saying? Kamara
Dude,
didn't get no games or whatever. Izzy got some push-ups to give up.
yeah, Izzy about to fucking. you gotta hit him. Izzy gotta hit him.
I mean, I just found that one I found weird. I thought at least two to four. But I guess because he wasn't like he jumped in like after his boys jumped in type deal.
Yeah, maybe you got it. Look,
Yeah.
He probably said, "Nah, man, we ain't gonna do that shit." Alvin Kamara brings buddy to the fucking NFL. Fuck that shit. They say fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
that too.
Look, at
Because
least he
what
didn't hit a
he was
woman.
in Vegas on a like he wasn't even
Pro
doing.
Bowl. That was the Pro
Yeah,
Bowl.
he was doing, but he was like something involved in the Pro Bowl. Like
Yeah, he was
he
in the
was
Pro
like
Bowl.
doing reporting or something he was
No, he was
doing.
actually a part of the Pro Bowl. He played the Pro Bowl.
But I think he also was doing something like a fundraiser or something like that. And that's why everybody was like, oh no, look what happened.
I'm like this. They like, I know the NFL say, well, at least he didn't hit a woman. That's why he ain't getting suspended. They say, at least you hit a man, you ain't hit a woman. They're like, I'm tired of all this domestic violence shit going on.
But what's fucked up is that he's getting 11 games.
No guarantee the dude will be going. Dude, they paying this man $200 million. You don't think he gonna be starting by week 11? That man is gonna be playing.
Oh yeah,
week
because he can start practicing by week 5.
11. Yeah,
So
they're
he's
not
gonna
gonna make paying
have
no syndrome.
he's gonna have 5 weeks of
Right.
preparation for that game, and it's the Texans.
Yeah, and I'm like, they had to come to agreement to allow him to practice. You can't have the man out 11 games. I mean, 10, for 11 games, and he come game 12, and you just want him to come in there. He have all kind of injuries. The man has to practice, so
Yeah.
that's what he'll be doing.
But I'll
The
tell you
Browns,
what,
it's a lost year for the Browns. It's a lost year for them.
nah, if their quarterback can keep them,
They got to win at least 6 games.
they can be with that running game.
They got to be 6-5 for them to have a
With
shot.
that running game, they can pull off 6 games. I don't know what their schedule is.
That might be the case, but they paying this man overall $200-something million.
Yeah,
He
all
playing,
guaranteed.
especially if Jacoby Brissett can keep them at least to 6-5. You don't think?
Yeah.
You don't think if they playing like 500 ball, you don't think they're gonna bring him in, Eric? I'm just saying, you don't think they're gonna bring him?
Oh, he gonna play
He
that
playing.
game against the Texans
You don't get Deshaun Watson to
to sit on
the
the bench.
You don't go all in to sit on the bench. No,
Yep.
no, Eric. I can't get with you on that one, bro. You can't sit.
And I think 5 weeks, 6 weeks of let's say just practice ball will have him prepared enough to be able to do something in the game. Listen, if you got 2 of the best running backs in the game,
well, one
even though you can throw, you still doing this.
one about to leave because they talking about the
No,
Chiefs.
no. I heard some today that supposedly that all calmed down.
They must gonna pay him. That mean they paying him.
Yeah, they told him we're gonna give you this fat contract.
Well, the Chiefs were saying, "Well, I give him a 3rd-round pick for him." He go back to the Chiefs. Man, the Chiefs should have never let him go. They should never let him go. They overreact.
Yep.
The Chiefs would have never let him go. Him in that offense, man, good. You can kiss it goodbye. That's all they're missing is a good running back. They're not missing nothing else but a running back. And I'm just saying, I could go with you with that run. They're going to have to go like Tennessee offense, ground and pound. You just got to ground and pound over somebody to submission.
Until they see, listen, you ground and pound it until they can stop it.
Yeah.
And if they can't stop it, then you keep doing it. But when they stop it, now you have a top 3. I'm going to still say he's top 3 since he ain't playing so long. He still would, to me, is a top 3 quarterback that can throw the rock.
You talking about talent-wise, yeah?
Talent, yes, talent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you pick up a Deshaun Watson in week 12, and let's say you 6-5. or even 5-6, you
You could
don't
run the
think
table.
he can at least get you the rest of at least 5 more games?
He could run the table and get to the playoffs. I
Yeah,
think
that'd be week 12, and you got 5 more games left.
listen, he has something to prove when he comes in that game. First of all, it's against the team that put him in this situation.
They might hang 60 on the Texans. They might.
He's gonna
He
have
might.
to throw. Listen, he have to throw for like 400.
He might on that defense. He might throw for 400 on them.
He's
But
got something to prove.
it's
Because if you think about it, over a year and a half, he ain't
he
played.
ain't touched the field.
He got proved. He got to prove it.
I said, well, Watson, man, I'm glad it's over for him because it's like, damn, they gave me 6 games. Okay, I'm ready to do these 6 games. Here come Goodell. Oh no, we got to give him more. I'm like, Goodell, man, sit your ass down, man. Like we been saying, like the dude didn't was indicted, so now you set the precedent of like dudes who have stuff accused against them. Now the benchmark is 11 games. This is the benchmark. So you cannot go back. You cannot give anybody less than 11 now. If somebody get accused of sexual assault, whether it's 1 or 24 or 38, your benchmark now is 11. You can't go lower.
What's fucked up about it is that, like we've talked in the last couple of weeks, he wasn't prosecuted.
He wasn't.
But
so it looks bad.
He's getting 11 games where fucking what's his name from Pittsburgh got 4.
Yes.
And they have proof.
Yes.
And they have proof. Ben Roethlisberger sat at home when they said he got 11. He said, he was like, I got 4.
Oh, shit. I'm just saying, the dude, it's like, this is your floor. Your floor is 11 now. So without proof. With proof, it's got to be a whole season.
I would say 11 until they redo the collective bargaining agreement. Then I think they're going to put in some stricter stipulations for if you get in trouble.
I'm just saying, but you have to be convicted. I mean, you got to be indicted at least. I mean, damn, for 11, I'm like, the dude wasn't indicted. And for
I think
Robert
Griffin, it was the gray cloud over the NFL. They want the NFL to be squeaky clean. It was the gray cloud and all the accusations.
It never been squeaky clean.
Oh, no, of course not.
And I just want to say for Robert Griffin, gonna call this man a horrible man and all this shit. Shut the fuck up. You don't know. Nobody know what the hell happened there. Like, dude, stop caping for women, bro. Like, real talk, stop caping. It's like this. We don't know what happened. Just the people who was involved know what happened. He wasn't indicted. So we can't say he's a horrible person because we really don't know. He could be set up or he could be a monster. We don't know. Stay neutral. Stop using these platforms, ESPN, because they do this shit every time how a certain person looks, get in trouble. They start demonizing them. Don't demonize nobody you don't know. He took his 11 games. Let's move on forward. You ain't got to call this man a horrible person. You just mad because after you got your knee hurt, you was a horrible QB. I'm just saying, nobody was checking for RG3 after he hurt himself.
Nope.
And I'm just saying, you can't call a man horrible because that's like, man, you can get yourself sued like that. Like, I didn't get indicted, so how am I horrible? I didn't go to trial. How am I horrible? All you saying is he says, she says stuff. I could have pissed one of these women off, and boom, I'm in trouble. Or I could have done it and I could be a monster, but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think that's why he got the 11 games. Like you said, it was a great cloud, and we really don't fucking know. And it's bad.
I think honestly, it's an embarrassment to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But all those things are an embarrassment. And the fact that Deshaun's getting 11 games and Ben Roethlisberger got 4 and this other person has got a year.
4 games.
This guy got a year for gambling, but yet Tom Brady got 4, really cheating. 2, right? Really 2 because Didn't he get 2 knocked off?
No, he had 6, but they knocked 2 off, so he had 4. It was the first 4 games.
Still, for cheating.
For cheating. He actually cheated the game.
Yeah, not bet on it. Not bet on it while you bet on your team while you're sitting at home hurt. So you're not even you're not even in the game doing anything. This dude was the quarterback cheating 4 games.
Destroyed the cell phone, so that's obstruction of justice. And he deflated footballs. And that is only 4 games. If we talk about
that
the NFL,
should have been, to me, that should have been a year suspension.
Season
or indefinite suspension. You got to work your way back in.
That could have been a lifetime ban because you're cheating the game.
Yeah.
At least Deshaun Watson did what he did. It had nothing to do with football. It had to do with his balls, but not football. I'm just saying. Like look, let's be real. That didn't have nothing to do with football. It had nothing to do with the NFL. Nope. It didn't affect the product on the field. And I'm not saying this to make it light, but I'm like, I think if you're in the NFL, I would take cheating more than what Deshaun Watson did. I'm like, now my product looks tainted. It looks like at the NFL. I'm like, I'm not saying, if he did this shit and he went to jail, then like Mike Vick, yeah, he got to do his time and he got to get suspended afterwards. But if you don't get indicted, there's a possibility I didn't do anything.
Then it should have been whatever the penalty is for making the NFL look bad. I forget what they call it.
Kind of detrimental. That's only 6 games.
So then that's all it should have really been.
What it was.
Now, if he would have been convicted, like you said, he's got to do his time. Then he has to reapply to be reinstated in the NFL. Because you get put in jail, you suspended. You're not coming back. Like when you get out of the gate, ain't motherfucking the owner waiting for you at the gate for you to come back to work.
He had to sit out another year after he got out. I think it was before the Philadelphia Eagles got him. Yep. I know he had to do a suspension after he went to jail. So it was like he was in jail for 2 years, and then he had to do I forgot how many more he had to do for getting suspended. Plaxico Berries got suspended for shooting himself after he went to jail. Nobody picked him up, so he went away. I'm just saying he didn't get convicted. He didn't even get indicted, so he didn't even make it to the courtroom. So why are we giving him 11 games? That's the question I need to know.
What does what's his name have against him?
Yes. Why is he getting 11 games and he did not go inside of a courtroom? He didn't face a jury. He didn't even get that far. They was like, looked at the evidence and said, not flaky. Not 1, but 2 times. He went to 2 grand juries in Texas.
And it makes me, like I said, it makes me like, for real, he's getting 11 games, but Tom Brady got 6, brought down to 4. It was straight. They should have taken that championship away from the Patriots that season. He should have been all the games that they could prove that he deflated. All of those games should have been forfeit losses.
Yes.
And there shouldn't be a talk about Tom Brady being the GOAT. The talk should be Tom Brady being the cheater.
Yes.
But Deshaun Watson doesn't get in trouble. He's paying off some people to shut people up or whatever he's paying. I have no idea why he's paying.
So look,
you know what I'm saying? If you're innocent, you shouldn't have to pay shit.
I'm looking at Ben Roethlisberger stuff. It was conduct violating the NFL personal conduct policy, and he got 6 games, and it got reduced to 4, just like Tom Brady. Only thing I can see in comment: 2 white quarterbacks did bad shit, 6 games to 4. I don't want to bring it there, but it looks bad. This black quarterback who had accusers but wasn't indicted. No evidence.
Bet if we were to sit here and research everybody that's done something in the NFL similar or exactly the same, I bet you there is a little pattern there.
Oh, it's a little pattern. The pattern is showing. It's like, Okay, let's use Ben Roethlisberger as an example. Okay, he touched 2 women, so that's multiple women. It's more than one. It's multiple. So wouldn't you consider him a predator if we calling Deshaun Watson a predator? If he
Oh,
did
definitely.
more than one makes you a predator. So it's more than one woman. It was evidence because there was witnesses saying he touched this lady in the bathroom. He settled out of court. It never went to trial. Deshaun Watson, no evidence, settled out of court, never went to trial. Why he only got 4 games? Why only Ben Roethlisberger got 4 games and Deshaun Watson got 11? Doesn't matter how many more Deshaun had over him, like accusers. They both had multiple accusers.
And look at Michael Vick. He might have had the dog fighting might have been on his property, but he wasn't even there.
Yeah. And he went to jail.
And he went to jail.
He went to jail. I was like, he went to jail. They called him a dog killer. They did everything. They ruined his bad reputation. They took prime years from him. Deshaun Watson, they took prime years from him because Deshaun Watson was next. That was the dude who was next. They didn't expect Deshaun Watson to be good as he was supposed to. And then why they got to take our prime years away? Why they got to take minorities' prime years away when they're doing the same crimes as their white counterparts?
Because they knew
what I'm just saying. It's a pattern. It's like
they knew Deshaun Watson was a top 3 quarterback, and if they didn't knock him off his pedestal, he would be knocking Mahomes and them off and being top quarterback in the league, and that's what they don't want.
And I'm gonna put it this way. And we find out the Texans were involved in this shit.
And where's their punishment then? Where is let's take some of their draft picks. Let's take this. Let's suspend the owner like they did for the fucking Dolphins for fucking 6 weeks. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that fucking do? Like, I can't pick up the phone and yell at the fucking people from my house being the owner.
The Texans were in the suit. So that means the Texans knew this shit was going on.
From what they said, the Texans are the ones that when he first got there, they were the ones that gave him all his. They were the ones that set everything up.
So if the Texans are involved, why aren't people outraged at the Texans?
Unless they feel sorry for them because they've sucked the last 5, 6, 10 years.
Because if Deshaun Watson got to do 11 games, the Texans should give up the next 3 years of draft picks, first round draft picks, at least 3. That sets you back.
But see, that's for the Players Association to look into. If I was Deshaun Watson, I would be putting a grievance in.
Hell yeah. I'm like, they're in the suit with me.
Yeah. And if they didn't find nothing that I did wrong, but they admitted getting me the girls, they admitted it.
It's like,
so
why?
They admitted guilt.
Why aren't we talking about the Texans? like, why does everybody look like Deshaun Watson really just set up all day, got on his phone and said, yep, I'm going to take this Instagram model. Yep, I'm going to let her grease me up. I'm going to let her do this. I'm going to let her do that. I'm going to go to this here. No, man, it was a ring. I don't care what nobody said. They probably say, you know what? My boy Deshaun hamstrings kind of tight. You come in and help him out. You know, do the thing you'd like to do. That's what they probably did. That happened. The girls didn't. I guess one of the girls didn't like what happened. Story got leaked, and then there was more girls jump on that train. But the Texans started this, man.
Yeah.
But it's like Robert Kraft. He went to a fucking erotic massage parlor. He was arrested.
Yeah, but he's an owner. So what do you do to an owner? Then all the owners aren't going to get together and vote his ass out.
I'm just saying you could suspend him. You could take draft picks. They took like a 7-round pick from him, man. Like, come on, man. You could have taken 2, 3 first-round picks from the Patriots.
If you notice, the Patriots, their first and second round picks never do good. It's always them 5th and 6th rounders that end up being their ballers.
I'm just saying, look, take away 3, 4 picks of the draft or something. You're an owner. What you doing in the massage parlor? Getting the sucky $5 from
Exactly. You're an owner, so you got the money to have that bitch come to your hotel, so nobody got a camera on your ass. Are you fucking stupid?
I'm like, but he actually got caught in the place. It was a raid. He was in the place where women are sex trafficked, and he was getting his he was he was getting a release, a happy ending, and he got caught with his pants down, man. Like, but we giving Deshaun Watson 11 games. That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy of the NFL pisses me off. That's why I say, nope, we stay with the 6. Because I'm like, your hypocrisy is crazy. Ben Roethlisberger damn near did the same damn thing he did. And Ben was more of a predator in my book because he went on, got a girl in the bathroom.
They were college girls. He was like 10 years older than them. So he went in there saying, hey, it's me, Ben Roethlisberger from the Steelers. Suck my cock.
I don't want to laugh, but you funny as shit. I'm just saying, at least these girls probably knew what they were getting into. We don't know the specifics, specifics of it. We don't know the deal. Maybe Deshaun went overboard on what they agreed to. We don't know. But Ben Roethlisberger is more of a predator than Deshaun Watson in my eyes. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll agree with you on that statement only because there was proof.
Yes.
They had witnesses. Yes. You know what I'm saying? There was witnesses. And he got 4 games out of 6. They gave him 6. And then they, because it was Big Ben Roethlisberger, we got to have him playing because he's, Big Ben. So we'll take 2 away and we'll give him 4.
So I'm like this. Where was the outrage then? Oh, let me guess. There wasn't that many female fans to affect your bottom line now. It was no Me Too movement. So now you don't want to seem like you're misogynistic. But if we go into your past, shit, man, Broadway Joe, one of your quarterbacks with the Jets, he would be called misogynistic right now. he would. God knows what Broadway Joe did back in those days.
Oh, yeah. Broadway Joe would have been suspended a lot now. he like to get his freak on.
Look, Kenny Stabler, man. They're going to call him the snake for no reason. He might have been suspended. I'm just saying.
The only time that women are going to be able to stand up when it comes to Ben Roethlisberger is when they go to put him in the Hall of Fame. Now, are they going to put him in the Hall of Fame with that cloud of being a rapist over his head?
That cloud is gone. There was no uproar. Now, Deshaun Watson, let's say Deshaun Watson become a Hall of Fame quarterback. They're going to make him wait because he got this cloud over his head. Ben doesn't have a cloud over his head because there was no outrage. And I don't hear women outraged that he got 6 games. I didn't hear any women uproaring talking about, oh, this is so fucked up. I didn't hear it because women don't care about Cleveland Browns.
The only person that I heard was one of the girls that accused him. She was the only one complaining that she couldn't believe that he was only going to get 6 games and that he was going to get such a big paycheck from the Browns.
Yes, I have not heard a Saints female fan say, I'm not watching football because Deshaun Watson got 6 games. I have not seen it. Because you know why? Nobody gives a fuck about the Browns with the people in Cleveland. Let's be honest. Nobody cares about the Browns. If you don't want to show Deshaun Watson, don't show their games. Just show it in Cleveland. It's not affecting your bottom line. You don't have to show Cleveland Brown games because I could count on one hand how many Cleveland Brown games I didn't fucking seen in the last couple of years. And
the only time I've ever seen Cleveland is when they play the Jets.
Thursday night. I see him.
I don't fucking throw it on. Like if it's if it's a Monday night game, I'm not watching the Browns play on Monday night. No.
Who cares about the Browns?
Even
So
Sunday night, I'm not watching them on the Sunday night game either, unless they're playing somebody notable.
yes.
Kansas City, the Bills.
So
You know,
would the 6 games would have mattered? Or this is making about the NFL looking good? Oh, we care about women. No, you don't. Because you ain't do shit about that fucking Seattle, that no-name Seattle player who beat the hell out of that woman. Chad Wheeler beat the hell out of that woman, sat down, ate food, and y'all ain't do shit. Oh, because he was a practice squad player. You didn't give a shit because he was cut. But y'all didn't come up to her rescue and say there was a lifetime ban on Chad Wheeler. If Chad Wheeler somehow get better, he can come back to the NFL and still play. There's no lifetime ban on him. He beat a woman unconscious, sat down, ate meals, and said, "Oh, I thought you were dead." He sat down, ate a meal, and told the lady, "I thought you were dead." And there was no uproar. Nobody was talking about this shit. ESPN wasn't talking about this shit. NFL Network wasn't talking about this shit. They tried to sweep that shit under the rug. If it wasn't for social media, this shit would have never got out.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Where social media is good for some things and fucked up for others.
Yes, so I'm like, the NFL Network, when I watch, ESPN didn't even say shit about that young lady. Oh, because it was a fucking black woman getting beat up by a white NFL player. That shit didn't make no news. Zero news. This dude got psychiatric treatment instead of jail. He beat a woman half to death.
Nowadays, they're very key on mental health, and that a lot of people turn to that when they fuck up. Oh, my mental is not right, so they send them to the fucking nut house instead of sending them to jail, and they're sitting in the nut house laughing at everybody.
No, they
I'm
don't.
only in
They
here
go
for
to the
12
nut house.
weeks.
I work in one. When they go in one, they realize they ain't fucking crazy when they see a motherfucker who really is crazy. They say, "You think you're crazy till you go up against somebody who is crazy, then you be begging to leave." But the thing with him, no lifetime ban, no outrage, no, "Oh my God, we got to get this guy." But if Deshaun Watson want to beat a woman half to death,
Oh, he'd have been suspended indefinitely.
yes.
If he would have did some shit like that, honestly, Ray Rice should have been suspended indefinitely.
He ended up getting after the video got out and there was outrage. See, a lot of people, he only got 2 games for decking his woman in the face. But when they got the video and everybody was like, "Oh shit. Oh, we got to suspend him indefinitely now." That's bullshit. And that's what I can say. That's bullshit because that's a selective outrage. There you go. And there has made it.
That is other bullshit because people are selectively mad, as you said, of what happened. Okay, the man was not even tried, not once but twice. He got 11 games. You know something? That's it. Let it go, NFL, and move on.
They're saying he didn't need 11. Like, dude, why? And when we start looking into cases more and more, like I broke it down, Ben Roethlisberger got 4, and it was similar.
And that cocksucker got over so badly.
He did. He assaulted multiple women.
He's white. What do you expect?
Problems to go away, and he got 4 games.
He's white, and in the good old boys league. I said it.
Deshaun Watson didn't get convicted at all. Got 11 games. It didn't affect the NFL. It didn't affect the games or anything. Tom Brady deflated balls.
Yes.
That affected games.
Yes.
And got over.
Got
and he got 4 games.
Deflated balls too, but they don't want to talk about that. He deflated balls too, Aaron Rodgers. And he took fucking drugs. Psychedelics.
Now here's the kicker. Now, okay, you gave Deshaun 11 games. What are you giving that idiot, the owner of the fucking guard of the Washington team?
He needed a lifetime ban for what he did. Shit.
And for that fool over here in Miami with the Dolphins, he got out. He got off easy.
He got 6 games.
And we're talking about if the Houston Texans were named in the suit against Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Why haven't the Houston Texans been punished yet?
And remember, people, the Houston Texans, felicitated the whole thing.
Yes.
Why aren't they? And Jay, that's a good point. They should be punished.
They should
Draft
be punished.
draft picks, fines, something.
I'm not trying to shit on Houston because they already shitty. But it's time. It's time. Look, people need to say, okay, you punished Deshaun. What about Houston?
Exactly.
And
Don't tell me they didn't know about it. Come on. Don't tell
they
me
knew
that.
about the shit. They knew, and it's bullshit. You know that
They knew because one of the security for the Texans is the one who told him, "Listen, if you're seeing all these masseuses, you should use a DN, whatever the paper for them to shut their fucking mouths."
NDA.
Yes. They told him, "Here, man, have these," and because he wasn't using them in the beginning.
Yes. And so if they're telling you, that means they are involved.
Yep.
Yes.
People. What we're trying to tell you is,
why would you need that if you were just getting a massage?
Man, because we know what the masseuses were doing, and
come on.
It was he might have went over. You know how some people, they might be getting the good old rug, the good old tug, and he said, you know what, I want to do something extra today, and he probably went overboard and spooked somebody. And spooked one of them. We don't know. Maybe it was the whole getting his butthole rubbed. That might have fucking freaked out the other one. But we don't know what freaked him out.
But at that same token, if 24 women
agreed to something, man.
If 24 women are alleging the same shit, what do you do?
They had no proof, even if it.
Brother, I agree.
Did it. They had no proof. I just think I would say the last couple of weeks, I was thinking, I think he should do a year. But now really thinking about it, he really didn't get in trouble.
He didn't get. He got.
He's doing jail time.
Morally in trouble.
The only thing that is hurting him right now is his wallet because he's paying all these people off.
And not even that. He's loaded. He's loaded.
It said, I get what Jay said. Only thing getting hit is his pockets. You got to pay $5 million to the NFL, and then got to pay these women off.
Yep.
And he paid most of them off already.
So it's like, can we morally say he deserves 11 games with no evidence? Now you're setting yourself up in the field. You're putting yourself in the corner.
Yeah, because now let's just say the nefarious one dreams that he could play for the Giants, decides to bet like that fool in Atlanta did. How'd he get a season? I don't know. But now you're setting the precedent at 11 games. That's the precedent now.
Mo get accused by a chick, and even though Mo didn't do it. Didn't never get indicted, but I got accused by 3 chicks of touching them inappropriately.
Boy.
Now you got to give me 11 games. Just off of what you said for the Suns.
It is. It's 11 games is now the precedent.
Yes, it's the precedent. You can't go lower. You can only go higher.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Deshaun Watson gonna have a gripe if you give somebody else that has this similar thing as him. I got 11. They better get 11 or more.
Absolutely.
And $5 million.
If not, Deshaun got a lawsuit.
Yep. Now $5 million is the fine. Now you must give him 11 games and $5 million. I don't care how much you make. That's the floor.
It's gonna go in the closet.
And I tell people that's the floor. That's why I say 2, 6, or maybe 8 at the most. That's a fair number. People won't get in the uproar. You saw saying 11 in double-digit games. Floor, you're painting yourself in the corner.
Yep. Congratulations, Gridell. You fucked up. You
now, what if another dude get 50 women instead of 24?
11 games.
So 11 games. Now Deshaun Watson say, well, he got double as me, so he need to get some more games. He got 50 women.
Or what if the next jackass messes with one woman? 11 games. That's
like I said, the next time they got to do the collective bargaining agreement, it's going to be changed. It'll be a year. It'll be a year plus depending on circumstances. They're gonna probably have what circumstances. They're gonna have to break the shit down so to the letter
I think it should
to
be.
be able to do like that. You know
You
what I'm
get
saying?
you're indicted. I believe if you get indicted, okay, 11 games is fair.
Yeah.
No, I honestly think if you get indicted, which means you'll probably do some jail time,
Or you go at least go
you're
on trial.
suspended indefinitely, and you have to reapply to come into the NFL
I got
when
no
you get
problem
out
with
of
that.
jail.
I mean, if you get indicted, that means you at least go into trial. So that means you're going to trial. So that means you
But
go.
in the NFL,
Yeah.
you're guilty. You are guilty until proven innocent.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much.
In this country overall, I'll say it. You're guilty until proven innocent.
And that's what they
Yeah,
did with Sean. But I'm glad it's over because
Yes.
now it's
Move on.
over. But Roger Goodell, you better hope nobody else has some suits that's
Mhm.
they doing what they're doing, because 11 games is your floor. If you go
Yes.
anything lower, especially if it's a white person, if it's a white person that does it, and they go lower, you got your problem.
we going viral with that shit.
Hell yeah.
You better hope that doesn't happen, because you got a problem. Because you get that person less than 11 games, all the brothers in the league are going to be pissed off,
Yes. Facts.
because you gave Big Ben a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Tom Brady cheated the game, slap on the wrist. Calvin Ridley,
No. Not cheating one game. That motherfucker cheated the whole season. Fuck him.
I'm
He
just saying.
couldn't have cheated just one game.
Listen, I'm just saying he cheated. I'm just saying he cheated the game, not in the game, but the game, the whole game of football.
Yes. The integrity of the shield.
Game, he cheated it, slap on the wrist, but Calvin Ridley technically cheated the integrity.
And he was injured. He had nothing to do with the results.
So I'm saying the NFL is setting a bad precedent that I'm noticing. Nobody else want to talk about it. That's why I'm having my own podcast, because nobody want to talk about it. Listen, Deshaun Watson and Ben Roethlisberger, one white, one black. One got an extremely high game amount. Here you go. Tom Brady, Calvin Ridley. They both cheated. They both cheated.
I'll do you one better. Deshaun Watson, a black man in Texas, no less.
Yes, in Texas.
In Texas.
And I'm saying, whole season, 4 games. Tom Brady got 4 versus a whole season for Calvin Ridley. And if y'all don't see the pattern,
but with that one, what's messed up about it, Calvin Ridley was hurt.
Yeah,
He wasn't
he was
even
injured.
affecting the game. Tom Brady was cheating in the motherfucking game while he was playing.
Here go
This
another
dude
one.
was sitting home betting on his team.
I got another one. Josh Gordon.
Oh, God.
Drugs. He was suspended for like 3 years for doing weed.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers admit to using psychedelics. No games. 0 games. He used psychedelics. 0 games. AB got suspended for using a fake vaccination card. Aaron Rodgers lied about his vaccination and didn't get suspended.
Nope.
No, he got suspended 1 game. I'm sorry. 1 game he got suspended. AB got suspended 4.
That's all NFL, you said a dangerous precedent.
Look, it's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
And are people paying attention?
That's the thing. If you watch this podcast, I need y'all to pay attention. The punishment of minorities are way harsher than their white counterparts, and nobody wants to see it. Everybody talk about, we're colorblind. And no, I just broke down simple cases of people doing similar crimes, and the darker complected people did more time. Listen to me. I'm like this. If it's going to be 11 games across the board.
Listen, I hate to use it like this, but it's right in front of you in black and white.
Yes, it is. Technically, it is. I'm like,
it's that easy.
Ben Roethlisberger got caught with multiple women.
With witnesses.
4 games. Deshaun Watson, no witnesses. He say, she say.
No evidence.
No evidence. No indictments. They both paid women off, Ben and him. 11 games for Deshaun Watson. Josh Gordon smoked weed. Ricky Williams smoked weed. They suspended for games. Aaron Rodgers does damn near acid. He did some psychedelic drugs that awakened his mind and did 0 games. You can't make this up. Tom Brady cheated the game of football. 4 games. Kevin Ridley, quote unquote, cheated even though he didn't play in the game a whole year. People, it's in front of your face.
Yeah. But yet, if you try to show proof, if you try to prove this to somebody that doesn't see things like we see it, then it's all you just hurting. You're just hurting with the information. You're just hurting with it. That's Tom Brady. That's Tom Brady. He's not a cheater.
National anthem to pray, but Colin Kaepernick can't kneel at the national anthem for social justice. One was allowed to play even though he sucked, and the other one was more decent than that one.
But they ruined his career.
Yeah, he got blackballed.
Yeah, they ruined his career because he didn't play any football after that.
So I'm just saying, listen, it's in your face. Goodell must go. Fire Goodell ass and get somebody in there who gonna be on the side of, because without black players or even minority players, I'm not gonna say black. Minorities make up most of the NFL. Most of your best players in the league are dark of hue.
Yeah.
We can go down the list.
But I'm gonna say between African American and honestly like Samoan and what do you call it, like Hawaiian, like that, Polynesians. Oh yeah, definitely.
And I put it this way: the only thing they have a lot of good white people in, quarterback, and the quarterback, and maybe some old linemen.
That's only because they get more of a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Old linemen. Now let's go to skill positions. Wide receivers,
running back, tight ends. Let me go.
Maybe tight end. They got a couple good white tight ends. But yeah, Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews. They're top 3 or what they got.
And the guy that I got from Minnesota. Yeah, he's kind of nice.
Yeah, so it's like you go linebacker, safety, D-line. you go like start going like that, man.
DN. There's a couple of DNs that are lighter skinned that are good.
Yeah, but they're not.
But the majority of the good DNs in the league are brothers.
Yes, so it's like, listen, people, it's in your face. Goodell need to wake the fuck up. Well, let's talk about Baker. I'm gonna talk about Baker Mayfield because he actually won the job. How will you think the Panthers gonna do?
Just as shitty as they were if fucking what's his name was gonna be quarterback. I really don't think like Baker. They're both the same type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. If Christian McCaffrey gets hurt like he did last year, the Panthers are done.
Oh yeah.
If they don't have that running game, he can't carry that offense by like let's say what's his name that used to play for the Colts?
What are you talking about? Luck?
No. This dude, his brother played for the Giants. The Giants quarterback. His older brother. What's his name? Not Eli Manning. Peyton. Peyton Manning could take over a game as a quarterback.
Yeah, he could.
Without a running game. Baker Mayfield can't. So if Christian McCaffrey goes down,
he's done.
That squad is done.
He gonna get sacrificed week 3 because he played my Saints week 3. He gonna get sacrificed week 3. He might not make it out of that fucking game. Sam Darnold.
But watch out. I mean, I guess I'm just loyal to Sam because we brought him in, and I feel he wasn't given a fair shot in New York.
No, he wasn't.
He was, you know what I'm saying? He was put behind an offensive.
Because he torched us week 2 of last year.
But what killed him is that Christian McCaffrey got hurt,
And
and
it's like,
can't take the pressure of being that dude.
I'll put it this way: Christian McCaffrey is going to get hurt this year. So if all my fantasy people go get all the backup running backs for the Panthers, because he's going to get hurt, and he's going to get hurt royally.
It is a given that McCaffrey will be hurt.
He should have just been
during the season.
Like
it's going to happen.
Daddy. He's not a running back. Should have been a receiver like his damn daddy, and he would be on the field more. He can't take that pound.
Yeah. No, he can't.
What's going on? And I'm like,
I would have put him in the slot.
Yes, like his daddy.
And he would have killed it for me in the slot.
And I put it to you this way: I hate when people say he's a better running back now for Camaro. Where?
No,
I said where? I'm like, Camaro is that dude. Christian McCaffrey, yes, he's talented, but he's hurt. I could count on Camaro being there for at least 12 games a year for me. At least 12.
Yeah.
If he don't suspend it, or sometimes he get a little ankle injury or something. But it's not like McCaffrey be gone for the whole season. He get hurt in week 3 and be done. So I'm like this. Baker Mayfield came in. You make a trade for Baker so he could be the starter. But I still think Sam Darnold should have got a chance to do it.
And I think before the end of the season, Sam will get a chance because, like I said, and like we just said, if Christian McCaffrey goes down with an injury, Baker Mayfield doesn't have the quarterback intelligence to run an offense like Peyton. Like a lot of there's a couple of other quarterbacks out there that could do it, but I just don't think that Baker has that in him. He's more run. You know what I'm saying? He hears footsteps behind him. He takes off.
Nah, I'm not. You one of them damn trolls. Nope.
Anyway, keep going.
Keep going.
That should bug me out.
Anyway, keep going.
I want to see the next comment they put. So let's go because it's gonna piss some people off.
Yes, keep going.
No, like I said, I think that Baker will go down, and I think that Darnold will come in and play solid. I have a feeling, but they should have went with Darnold first, and then because Darnold was the guy you brought in first to take over the team, so give him its time to prove himself again.
In this league.
If he doesn't win the first 2 games, if he 0-2, then you bring Baker in because you can go from there. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to bring Baker in. You're going to let him lose. He's going to end up losing 3 or 4 games before they realize, oh, shit, maybe we should throw Darnold in.
Yeah.
And it's already going to be too late. Because at the second half of the season, it's time to play football, and these teams are already revved up to get into to make that playoff push.
And I'm like, Darnold could be a quarterback in this league. He could be. If he just got to get the right system. He's talented. It's just that something don't click. It's always something going wrong. I think the Jets gave up on him too fast. They didn't have no weapons around Darnold.
But not only that, you get that what do they call it, jitter feet, because you always hearing people behind you because your offensive line was shit. You know what I'm saying? They killed the poor kid his first year.
Yeah.
But if they would have given him a little bit more protection, he did have signs of being a good quarterback.
Yes. And I'm like,
but you can't be a good quarterback on the run all the time.
Unless you're a running quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Darnold could run. He was a quick quarterback, but that's wear and tear on your body.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like this. If y'all gave him the receivers y'all have now, man, like Darnold would have been a player. I think he's better than Zach.
From what I hear, Joe Flacco's been lighting up the field this week. He's been hitting people. Joe's
a Super Bowl winning quarterback, man. You don't forget.
Everybody's like, "Oh, put in Mike White," and I'm like, "No." Flacco has got 17-year veteran that still could play
and won a Super Bowl.
Flacco got a cannon.
Yeah.
That's the
And
last
then
thing.
when they interviewed the receivers during the week, and these receivers were like, what they were asking them, what's the difference? And they were like, Flacco knows how to put the touch when he needs to put touch, and he knows how to fire it in there when he needs to fire it in there, where I guess Zach Wilson is off fire.
Yeah. Experience.
Yeah.
And he won a fucking Super Bowl, people. He won a Super Bowl.
I'll take him. I'm happy that he's still there, and I'm happy that they're going to let him get the ball.
He should
If
be.
he got
And Zach Wilson, I would have had Zach Wilson sit behind Flacco for a year or two so he can learn, and then he can go in there and he could be the man.
I put it on one of the sites today on Facebook. I said that if by the time Zach comes out of rehab or whatever, if we're winning, don't take Flacco out.
No.
No, indeed.
Let him play until he starts losing. Then make the change. It'll give Zach education.
See, Daniel Jones is in that same boat.
Tyrod Taylor will be your quarterback.
And he should. I'll have a problem with that.
Daniel Jones should have been drafted. That was the worst damn quarterback.
Anyway.
Ever.
Yeah, that was a bad
It
pick.
didn't matter what quarterback y'all would have took. It was a shitty draft that year for quarterbacks.
Yes.
I'm like, if you'd have got Dwayne Haskins, God rest his soul, he might, like I say, what happened to him, you still be looking for a quarterback now.
You never know.
Like,
yeah, you never know.
You never know. I don't know. I'm saying, that was a bad draft. And Daniel Jones, you could have got him in the third round. So,
Yeah.
No, they let Eli Manning and Peyton Manning get to the Bears, and the Bears folded. Got that kid. But Daniel Jones is a good backup. He'll be a good backup that could come.
He's a serviceable backup, yes.
But he's not a starter.
But
no, he was definitely not a come out of college starter. No.
And Tyrod Taylor will still be the Chargers quarterback if he never got almost killed by the damn doctor. The doctor almost killed him.
Literally.
So you hope that Tyrod Taylor is the one that starts, or Daniel Jones already picked the start?
I hope that Tyrod starts. He gives me the better chance to win.
Y'all will win with Tyrod. Y'all got a roster that's sneaky good. Y'all just need a quarterback.
Yeah. And Tyrod is the better quarterback. He is.
Yeah.
Yes, Daniel Jones, even though he beat the Saints, he got flashes, but we should have won that game. That was Sean Payton.
We discussed that, man. Y'all just stop playing.
And when there's no pressure, Daniel Jones looks like Peyton Manning when there's no pressure. When you playing prevent defense, he looks like fucking Peyton Manning. You'll be like, whoa, look at this dude.
Exactly. Well, Saquon can do that. I remember when Saquon used to do that.
Playing prevent. Now, when you put the pressure on him like we did look at the first half to the second half, when we put pressure on him, Daniel Jones looked lost.
Yeah.
And then Sean Payton, for whatever reason, told Dennis Allen, hey, ease up off the gas. We got this one.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel Jones caught fire. He one of the ones who catch fire. Anything can happen. But the microcosm of his career is him running for that touchdown. He tripped on his own feet. That's his career. Mark Sanchez got the butt fumble.
Yeah, I was about to say the same shit. Mark Sanchez got the butt fumble.
And I believe that was against the Eagles. And I'm like, yes, he's gonna fucking score. Like, yeah, like what? I'm like, what?
I think somebody on that Eagles team paid him off. Yo, we just fumbled the shit, bro.
Yeah,
come on, man. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Daniel Jones, he's going. Oh shit, he fell.
No, he trips. Oh, like, no.
He fell? Oh,
he tripped over a piece of AstroTurf.
I don't know what he fell over, man, but that was oh man. But let's hope, both of these teams are good. It's funny. It'll be fun if all our teams are good. The amount of shit talking will go on this show of all our teams. Let's hope for that. But let's speak of the money. LeBron James signs a 2-year deal to stay with the Lakers.
What were they thinking?
Y'all thoughts on him staying for 2 years?
You can't hate on them for taking the money, but what were the Lakers thinking?
They
Freedom.
Freedom.
always plug the sponsors, baby.
Freedom.
Oh, wait. There's one thing I've been waiting to hear it. You said it 50 million times last night on the podcast. And now you haven't said it once. That
Well,
you said,
Freedom.
this is my shit. I'm gonna say this. You don't remember?
Victoria.
Victorio.
Toro. I was waiting. I've been waiting for it.
I said that shit all wrong with Victoria. But I said that shit all wrong.
By the way, Jason, good detective work on your behalf.
Oh, fuck Chris Bay. He could eat a dick.
Okay.
Oh man, that you get that shit on the nail on the head. But man, we ain't gonna make that about him. But
Anyway.
yeah, man, LeBron James, they making him
The motherfucker's made a half a billion dollars in the NBA alone with that contract.
He's the GOAT of contracts. You can see that he has the GOAT of
So
all.
listen, it's smart that he took the money. Jeannie Buss, I don't think she's using her head.
You know, she like her dad. They got to have a star. You got to have a star there. And even though
all the other stars are locked, if you really think about it, they're all locked up in heavy contracts. She had no other choice to offer him 96. I think it was 96-1 or some shit.
The biggest draw in basketball.
Yeah,
he is.
Either you're going to hate him or love him. He's the biggest draw in basketball. And
right now,
we're going to lose, we might as well make money while losing. That's what he said.
That's it. If you're going to go down with the ship, be damned no matter what. So
you got to hope Anthony Davis plays more than 30 games. You got to hope Russell Westbrook can get along with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's a lot of ifs. All that for
it's too many ballers, not enough ball. Because Westbrook want to shoot, LeBron's supposed to shoot because it's his team, and Anthony Davis is going to be hurt quick.
He said that, but he must intend on dying on the court. That'll be year 23 for him. Yes, and he's still saying he's trying to play with his son.
Not from what I'm hearing about his son. His stock is dropping fast.
Hell no, not after that fucking dunk. We're going to talk about his son in a minute. It rolls back up.
That dunk wasn't impressive.
I know, but it rolls back up. People love what they saw. We're going to talk about it a little later. But, yeah, I like this. Now the Lakers are saying they'll give up their 2 first-round picks to get Kyrie. And look what
2030, 2032?
They say when we offered it to you, that deal is no longer on the table.
Yep.
Y'all fucked around and played around. I told you. So what if y'all don't have a fucking pick till 2030? The Lakers picks usually suck anyway. If you get a team, if you get Kyrie Irving with LeBron again, and you unload Westbrook on the Nets, hey, you got a chance of at least being in the top 4.
But I can hear the Nets saying we want Westbrook and AD. See, that's what the Nets are doing. They're putting out like the best golden platter for them, and all of these teams are like, no, we're not going to do it for Kevin Durant or for Kyrie.
You know the Nets did. They put out, we'll take Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks. So they played around with it, and I said, nah, that deal off the table now, because the Lakers didn't want to part with those 2 first-round picks because they didn't know LeBron was going to sign. And once LeBron signed, now it's like, okay, we'll get rid of the 2 first-round picks. It's too late now.
I just saw the dunk. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that dunk was – look, I didn't know he had that up. We're going to talk about it. We ain't know he had that up. But I'm saying LeBron with the Lakers, let's finish his career with the Lakers, and ride off to the sunset. He's probably going to break Kareem's record this year. You're looking at it. Injuries say the same. Injury.
I really like that. Doesn't really impress me
Because
that he
played
did
off
that.
Kareem technically now.
You know what I'm saying? Like these guys scored those points in less years. Kareem scored those points with only shooting 1 3-pointer.
Yeah.
In his whole career. So all of those points were straight up dunks and sky hooks.
Yeah.
LeBron, if it wasn't for the 3-point line, not saying that LeBron shot a lot of 3-pointers, but I bet you if you look it up,
he made more.
A lot of his points were probably 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And the different era.
He was a better 3-point shooter than Kareem and Carl, who he passed. So yes, you're right. Because Karl Malone rarely shot threes, and Kareem,
shot once. I think he only shot one, and he made it. I think.
So that's about So LeBron got a lot more with the threes. And if Steph Curry wasn't injured in his first part of his career, Steph Curry would probably be up there with all the damn threes he makes.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody's going to break LeBron's record with all the damn threes they shoot.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm happy that LeBron is going to, you're going to break it. You're going to be the all-time scorer, but you're not going to be the GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. Sorry.
He ain't even top 5.
I tell people LeBron is in my bottom 10.
Let me tell you something. I watched a video the other day of Larry Legend. I take Larry Legend over LeBron James any day of the fucking week.
Hell yeah.
That dude had no fear. He went at everybody. He did not care. And the sick shit was he dropped it. You know what I'm saying? If he shot it, it went in.
Put it this way. Larry Bird, if he played today, would be Luka Doncic with defense.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. He would be Luka Doncic with defense, which would make him the best player in the league.
Yes. Yes. And I think he would be better than, if he was playing now, he'd be better than Luka.
Yes.
If you match his numbers and LeBron's numbers through their prime, Larry Bird's numbers are way better than
Larry Bird could pass the basketball. He could shoot the basketball. He could rebound.
Mm-hmm.
He doing the same shit.
He could talk shit with the best of them.
He can lock you up.
Lock you up.
Larry Bird was a badass white boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of players from back in the day that if they played in this era, even like Scrubs would be stars now.
You put Reggie Miller in this basketball instead of back in those 90s when it was a little tougher to play. Forget it. He'd be Stephen Curry right now.
He'd be eating up Curry.
Man, put it this way, he would shoot so many damn threes. And we used to think Reggie Miller, all he did was shoot threes. He would shoot so many fucking threes. Man, that record would be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Either that or the floor from where he shoots it would have that little dip from him always standing there shooting it.
Yeah,
exactly.
He would have a push off in the three. I'm saying Reggie Miller, it shocked me to find out he never won a 3-point contest. I'm like, damn, that's
nope.
Because he got in a couple of them with Larry Legend, and Larry Legend shut that shit down. That's what happened.
No, Larry, like I said, I watched this little video package, and I know it was all, it was always going to be good highlights of him. But that dude, I take him over LeBron any day.
The only dude
any day
was Michael Jordan. That's when Michael was dropping 63. He was killing everybody in the Celtics uniform that day.
Yeah, well, he was killing everybody in a different uniform back then.
So except the Pistons, because the Pistons used to whip his ass. They found out look, that's the only person he has to lose. He has a losing record against Isaiah. Yeah. Isaiah was the only one who stopped Jordan from winning on his dime. Like, he stopped him.
Yeah, well, you had to deal with them bad boys of Detroit, and Mike was a driver. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was a slash. So he always was slashing towards the basket, and they made you pay. You went in there, you were getting elbow kicked, grabbed in the mouth with the finger and the whole 9-yard fish hook. They didn't care. They didn't care. That's what I'm saying. Like if LeBron James
call for one foul, so one person to foul him and the other person to come behind him and pop, make sure you don't make the shot.
Yep.
Yes.
You only could get called for one foul, and they didn't do technical fouls as much back in those days.
So, yeah, like now, that would have been technical foul on top of technical foul. The guys would have been thrown out of the game. The horn would have been gone. Fucking Rodman would have been gone.
Lambeau gone. Zeke gone. We just had Dumars. He'd have been the only one on the damn court.
Yeah, Dumars and Zeke would have been. Damn, man.
Got the whole team out. What I'm just saying is, LeBron, like I said, he's in my bottom 10 in my top 10 because I think people were better players than him. Like this, he's like 7. I got him like 7 or 8 on my list.
My thing is, if all those players would have played 17, 18 years, the numbers would be higher. And
Jordan would have played 20 years.
Who?
If Jordan would have played 20 years, he would have never been caught. The number would have never been caught.
No. And he would have had about I think he could have, if they would have kept Phil Jackson in Chicago and were able to bring in the role players around the core of that team, they could have probably won another 5 or 6.
He could have 5. If he never retired, that's 2. If he never retired that first time, that's 2.
So that would have been 8. That would have been 8.
8.
They could have won 4 more.
If he retired after Phil for 2 years, that's 2 more. That's 10. And then
they could have ran 12 and he didn't go to the Wizards.
Instead of going to the Wizards and stayed with the Bulls, and they could have kept that team, and they say he win that. That's 11-12. He didn't pass Bill.
Yeah, or tied him.
Then tied Bill. Unlike Jordan, leaving. I'm like, you think about it, if Jordan would have played and never retired in between stints, his numbers would have been so high that nobody would ever reach him.
My question to you is, if LeBron would have left for 2 years and came back, would he still be the player like when Jordan came back? In the beginning, Jordan was a little rusty, but by the end of that season, he was busting people.
But dropped the double nickel in Madison Square Garden.
Sure did. Number 45. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Could LeBron do the same thing?
I don't think LeBron could do it.
Me neither. That's why I can't consider him the best.
I'm like, he's not better than Kareem in my book.
No.
He's not better than Wilt in my book. He's not better than Shaq in my book. I'm just saying, it's a lot. Kobe's not better than Kobe.
No, he's not better than Kobe. I got Kobe in my top 5.
I'm like, if you say Jordan is the GOAT and Kobe was his carbon copy, by proxy, Kobe got to be in the top 5. Like, if you're saying, it's your argument for all my people who be like, Jordan the GOAT, but Kobe is not top 10. I'm like, then Jordan's not top 10 because Kobe and Jordan were the same player.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, LeBron James is, like I say, 7. I'm not going to shit on him. He's about 7.
No, I'm going to shit on him. You know what LeBron James is? He's the Scottie Pippen of now. It's only because they changed the fucking rules of the game that he's elevated. But if he would have played back in our era or back when I was a kid with Ewing and them, he'd be nothing more than a Scottie fucking Pippen.
Or Magic Johnson.
No, I don't even think Magic Johnson.
I'll give him Magic. He can pass the ball like Magic.
I don't because flopping don't work in the fucking 80s, baby.
I know.
In the 80s and 90s, there was no flopping.
I can give him Magic. That's what he remind me of. Magic. Magic couldn't shoot worth of shit, but he can rebound and pass.
Yeah, but Magic also plays D, and LeBron don't play D.
Well,
LeBron wouldn't be able to lock down like a Dominique Wilkins, Sean Kemp. Tracy
saying,
McGrady, do you think he could shut down fucking Vince Carter?
in Miami, he could. He played defense in Miami. That's the only time he made all defensive teams when he went to Miami. That was his prime. That was the best Brian.
But
Miami
was it really his defense, or was it that the team defense was that good?
Team defense was that good.
I said they made LeBron play defense because he actually, played defense. I'm not a LeBron fan, but he only played defense.
No, I'm not.
I'm not a LeBron fan, but he only played defense in Miami.
And I think it was more team defense, and since everything goes around him, okay, we're gonna put him first team defense.
It's kind of like when KD went to the Warriors and played defense, learned how to play defense, and it was like that. It's like you go around defenders, you're gonna have to play defense, or they're gonna hold you accountable. So Miami Brian, that was his best Brian, and that reminded me that I said, damn, he Magic Johnson. Except for when that Dallas series, and I'm like, what the fuck happened there? I don't know what the fuck happened there. But
see, I would never compare him to a great basketball player because I know the great basketball players don't fucking quit.
I'm just saying
he's a quitter. And I would never, Magic would never quit. You know what I'm saying? Magic, this dude was having a bad game and walked off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Magic had to take over the whole team when Kareem got hurt as a rookie.
I got you with that, but I'm saying skill set. His skill set and his game in Miami looked like Magic. He's not Jordan. I tell people, look at LeBron on the scale of Magic. Could have been still a great player, but it ain't the GOAT. Because to me, Larry was better than Magic. I'm like, you couldn't say that in the 80s because the brothers will look at you kind of sideways. But Magic was better than was not better than Larry.
I would say Magic is the GOAT of point guards.
I can give you that,
but not by much. Because there was other point guards that were nice.
Zeke is up there because Zeke was dropped to 20.
Most definitely Zeke is up there.
20 assist games, and nobody talks about Zeke. And Zeke got the best handles I ever seen.
I don't think Zeke was very much liked in this league.
I know, but you gotta respect. You can look at his.
You gotta respect him.
You look at his handles, and everybody talk about Kyrie. He would embarrass Kyrie with the handles he had back in those days. He used to dribble land on the ground with his fingertips, roll it up, do all. I saw his dribbling routine. He just was just dribbling. And I'm like, he had some of the best handles I ever seen. And he could distribute the basketball and he could score. Zeke, to me, is my favorite. But, if you go GOAT, a well-known one, it's Magic. Everybody wanted to be Magic. 6'7" point guard. No, 6'9". 6'9" point guard. And, he was bigger than everybody. And if LeBron would have played point guard his career, he could have probably been the GOAT of point guards because he was a damn good passer. But no, he wants to play small forward.
Because small forwards shoot more than point guards.
Yeah.
Point guards are supposed to distribute.
Point guard. LeBron could have been a GOAT, a game changer if he just played point guard. He'd have been Magic.
But he wanted to be the best of all time.
And he's not. He's never going to beat that. The ghost of Michael Jordan is going to take somebody who comes with Jordan.
Listen, I don't think it'll be in our lifetime.
I said he had to have Jordan personality with a skill set better than Jordan. Because Jordan changed the game.
Killer instinct, can shoot,
Kobe
not afraid to go at it.
More. If Kobe could have won 2 more championships, I think Kobe could have done it.
I think if Kobe and Shaq would have stayed together, they could have won 2 or 3 more championships.
Yeah, Kobe could have done it. Kobe was going to be the only one closest to Jordan. You could be like, you know what? I can see Kobe passing Jordan.
Now, I watched this interview with Kobe, and they asked him, who would Shaq be if he worked out like Kobe did? And he said the greatest of all time. And that I believe.
Oh, yeah.
If Shaq would have been as disciplined off the court and preparing himself right, I think he would have dominated the league for a long time.
Wilt could have been the greatest of all time if he had help.
Yes.
If Wilt had help, Wilt would have won more championships. Wilt would have been the greatest of all time.
But
this dude was getting quadruple.
Didn't he have the logo on his team?
No.
No. Well, he did.
At the end. At the end
with the Lakers. He won a championship with the logo. But I'm just saying I'm like this. Wilt could have. Look at the numbers Wilt was putting up.
Historic.
Nobody's going to put stat lines of like 50, 25, fucking 20 blocks, 15.
But they couldn't beat the damn Celtics. They couldn't beat the Celtics.
What man couldn't beat that Celtics team, man?
No, exactly.
That's a lot.
They had everybody on that Celtic team played their job the right way.
And Wilt
had their job.
I'm like, Wilt had to rest. Wilt had to sit on the bench at one time. And the game could have been close. And then when Wilt sat on the bench, all right, let's blitz him. while Wilt on the bench.
Yep.
When Wilt come back, it's 20. They're down 20.
Yep.
I mean, come on. And I'm like, Wilt was dominant. And in my book, Wilt, Kareem, all them dudes were dominant. They played this year, these games today. Nobody could mess with them dudes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Everybody would have to shoot threes like they do. Everybody had to stay because you couldn't go in the paint.
Nope.
They were blocking everything. And if you know what I'm saying, Rudy Gobert could be defensive player of the year. Rudy fucking Gobert could be defensive player of the year in this league. I don't want to hear about this fucking league being better than back in the 80s and the 60s and all that. Rudy Gobert was your defensive player of the year. Rudy Gobert?
Not said.
Yeah.
He gets dunked on every fucking year.
It'll tell you how soft this league really is.
Rudy Gobert. Oh, I got to say on that. And we're going to bring up one more thing, and it's Skip Bayless. People saying he get criticized hard for hating on Bronny.
Whatever.
I like Skip Bayless.
He is the diabolical hater junior.
Yeah, he's in the group.
He's in the group.
Yeah,
I'm like, how do you hate on the kid for that, man? His daddy would have dunked it left-handed. I'm like, well, damn, man. I didn't expect him to dunk it at all.
That was a nice dunk. I just saw it, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay.
I thought he was going to lay it up lefty.
Yes.
But when he turned and reached back and like went sideways on it, I mean, it was a nice dunk, but
yeah, it was a nice dunk. Like, okay.
It's like, hello. It's like this. Hello, you got athleticism. Okay, we can work with that. You can work with that. You're like, okay, I can work.
But not ready to play in the NBA.
No.
Going to college. Come on, Bronny going to college, man. Come on.
And I don't think I just have a feeling he ain't gonna be that great.
I think Bronny will be a role player in the league.
A role player.
I don't think
a role.
Stop thinking daddy. That's what I tell people. Separate the daddy from the son.
Yeah, but he's cursed with it.
But I'm looking at his gameplay in general, and I can see him playing G League. I could see him playing in Europe or in Greece, but I can't see him in the NBA.
I'm like, Bronny ain't finished growing yet. Let's see if he can get at least a 6'6", 6'7". Let's see.
And put some muscle on that kid.
Well, he kind of muscular for his height.
But,
he needs to get thick. Is his problem. He's muscular. He just got to put a little bit of weight on it.
LeBron got that boy eating vegan and shit, you know. And he ain't putting on no weight. He need to put on weight like his daddy did. And it looked like he got the mentality. Like he got the look, that took guts to jump up there and dunk on the motherfucker. I'm like, okay.
I mean, when you playing other high school kids, that's what you're supposed to do when you got hops.
Yeah, I didn't know he had that. I know Bryce got it, but I didn't know he had that. I'm like, okay.
Bryce got a smoother shot.
Bryce can shoot.
Yeah, he could shoot.
Bronny got this year to show the world what he can do. But I think he needs to go to school.
Yes.
College. Think about this. LeBron James robbed us from the college experience with him. Imagine Bronny going on a fucking college campus. Bronny would be the fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'd be like, we got LeBron James Jr. Okay, we could, the money he would bring, with these NIL deals, the money he would bring, even if he doesn't make the league, the money he would bring in.
The money just as a bench warmer.
I
have a feeling that's all he gonna end up being, man.
I don't think he's gonna be a bench warmer if you bring him in. I mean, shit. He
mentioned any schools that he's interested in going to?
They got a lot of them in the Big Ten that like him, like Michigan. He go to Michigan, that'd be great. Because Juwan Howard can develop him. That's where I want him to go. Go to Michigan, get developed, and then we'll see what you can do. They got Ohio State, of course. Kentucky and places like that interested in him.
Michigan State would be better. Izzo can coach.
That'll be good too. I think Michigan State was on the list too. It's either go to Michigan or Michigan State for him. I know the people in Ohio gonna hate it and they want to go to Ohio. He needs to go to Michigan or Michigan State so he can get coached up. Because I think these high school people do the AAU stuff. That does not translate to basketball. That's glorified street ball inside.
Yeah. He needs to know the basics.
I think if you got the raw athleticism, and he definitely got the genetics. If he's coached right, he can make the NBA as a role player or even a fringe starter. I don't see him unless he blows up. It happens every day. Right now, fringe NBA starter, maybe backup. You know what I'm saying?
So then that would mean Bronny goes to college. Daddy just signed a new 2-year deal. By the time he leaves school to come into the NBA will be when Daddy's getting out of that contract.
Yeah.
So he'll wait and see who drafts his son, and that's where he'll go.
He'll go there. And then you don't think LeBron gonna be like this? I'm on the team for a year. My son starts with me. Who gonna tell LeBron James no?
Me? I'll tell him no. Hell no. This son sucks. He'll sit at the edge of the bench. He'll be giving you your fucking Gatorade. Fuck that.
Well, the coach ain't gonna risk this stuff. They gonna risk that. Bronny going to school, so it won't be the Lakers after this contract.
Yeah, we know it's not going to be the Lakers.
Look, Bronny's a senior now? Senior, junior now? I think he's a senior. No, he's junior.
He'll be drafted by the Knicks.
That would be funny. That would
that would be my fucking luck.
And then he'll be the fucking starting point guard for the Knicks.
Yeah, with Daddy playing small forward.
You have to root for Bronny.
I won't root for his ass. Yo, the Knicks are one more stupid move me changing to another fucking team. This has been long enough, man. Enough.
That is exactly how I felt once Sprewell left the team. Fuck this. Fuck this.
And it's not like I'm not cheering for the Nets because no. But I'll find a squad.
my fucking NBA Jam game. You know who I play? I play the Knicks, Ewing and Starks.
Yeah.
They were the team. That was my team at that time.
These teams that make you want to say, you know what, fuck it. I'll be like, fuck this shit. That's how I'm with the Red Sox right now. I'm like, I'm one more bad season of saying fuck this shit. I'm just looking at him, man. Bronny is now a 4-star recruit. He was a 5-star. He's a 4-star.
Yeah, they said that his play, even though he fills the gyms or whatever, his gameplay isn't that great.
He's in 2023, so he's graduate. He's a senior.
Yeah, he's a senior this year.
So he got a ball out this year. And they say his college list Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, Memphis, and Michigan.
I see him going to Memphis.
You can go. That's
No,
a good.
that aren't they in like NCAA trouble
Yeah, with Penny Hardaway.
with Penny Hardaway? They're in some sort of trouble.
I
Well,
would go
then
to. I
he ain't
would
going there then.
go to Michigan.
Go to Michigan, son. Go to
Go
Michigan
to
State.
Michigan. If you're listening, Bronny, go to Michigan, bro. I know you from Ohio State roots. Go to Michigan. That'll be the best for your career if you go to Juwan Howard.
Yeah.
Go to Michigan. And y'all can bring back the long Fab Four shorts with the black Fab Four shoes and the black socks. We can go back.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was probably the more brainier of that group of ball players when he was on that team.
mm-hmm. So I tell people, I say, well, we just got to see what Bronny does in school this year. And if Bronny goes from 6 points a game to 25, we might got a player here. But if he stays around 6 to 12, I don't know.
Then I see him going to the G League like Shaq's son.
Shaq's son was stupid. He should have stayed another year at LSU like his daddy told him.
He wanted to make money.
Okay, make it in the G League. Because
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be in the G League for a minute.
they told him, Shaq said, son, you're not ready.
Unless Anthony Davis gets hurt again and they call him in.
Like, your son, your dad is Shaquille O'Neal.
You don't need money.
Hall of Fame, Shaquille O'Neal. Top
Self-made.
10 all time, Shaquille O'Neal. He tells you to stay in school. And you're going to say, no, Dad, you don't know shit. I'm going
self-made millionaire.
Exactly.
If
Entrepreneur.
you read up on Shaq, he got money and everything.
Yes. And it's like, your daddy is Shaq, and he's saying, son, stay in school one more year. You'll be the man when you come out.
One more year.
You know what he said? Basically, Dad, you don't know shit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Pops.
And look where your ass at now. You thought because your daddy name was O'Neal, you was going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that work out for Jordan's kid? Oh.
Jordan kid was just trash.
Well, they sucked.
Yeah, Jordan's kid was horrible.
That's because Jordan didn't fucking teach his kids. Like LeBron is in all his kids' life. Jordan ass was too busy worrying about winning and gambling and shit to worry about teaching his sons how to play basketball.
Yeah. Didn't Scottie Pippen's son play for the Lakers too?
Yeah. And
Didn't the Lakers pick his ass up too?
He's in the G League too. They both with the damn shit.
That's gonna be could be a little squad right there with Scottie Pippen Jr. and Shaq's son.
Yes, they don't have any fucking picks. They have no choice.
Exactly.
They don't have no fucking picks. And they about to give away 2 more picks to try to get Kyrie. There's no more picks.
Yeah. I think Kyrie and Mr. fucking what's his face are gonna be sitting at the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be starting the season. Durant and Kyrie ain't going nowhere.
They went about it the wrong way. Durant and Kyrie went. Well, not really even Kyrie. It's mostly Durant.
Durant. He come on. Once again, the organization gave you what you wanted.
Everything you wanted.
You wanted Atkinson out. You bought in Nash. You
got rid of Atkinson because Atkinson was a good X and O coach.
Absolutely. You wanted this player? Okay. You wanted that player? Okay. You wanted Harden? Okay. And now all of a sudden you don't want to. You want to be traded? And I agree with Stephen A. Smith. Fuck you. I'm not. You're not. No, I'm not trading you.
Hey, Kyrie, you your monkey ass here for another year. I don't care if I lose you for nothing next year.
Yep.
Your monkey ass right here.
That's it.
And nobody wanna see it, but like that's the only way you're gonna get these players in check. You gonna either retire or play.
You're either gonna play or you retire. That's it.
You know you ain't gonna retire. And even if you retire, I still own your rights when you come back. So
that's right, pal.
I still own you for 4 years.
That's right.
You gotta play those 4 years. I don't care if you're 50. You gotta pay him. You gotta play him.
Absolutely.
Go ahead retire and you think you're gonna come back. Nope, you got to play them 4 years. And
I would not trade him. Fuck you.
No.
no, don't trade him.
No, after hearing the story that he was given everything that he wanted, they paid him for a season to rehab his hurt leg, and he comes
Exactly.
back for a season and a half or whatever it was, and he's like, I'm out of here.
Nah,
Fuck
fuck you.
you.
Exactly. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You ain't going nowhere.
Either
You
play or
should,
retire. Go
you
ahead and
should have
retire,
had an
please.
out, but you didn't want to out because you were like, I'm so dedicated to your team and I want to
Exactly.
bring a championship to
I'd
Brooklyn.
have did a 2-1 deal. You got 2 years. Shit ain't good. I'm out.
Mm-hmm. He should
Yeah,
have
with an
he should have had a
option of the
player
third.
option.
Yeah, with a 3rd-year option.
That's
Player
what most
option.
players are doing. I'm gonna give you 2 years to get this shit together. Or I'm out. And that'll let a fire under the Nets' ass.
Honestly, he's the one. It was his choices that fucked that team up. He wanted Harden. Harden did the Harden thing like he always does. He wanted Kyrie. Kyrie did the Kyrie thing like he always does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So really, you letting the Nets down because the motherfuckers that you thought were gonna have your back let you down.
That's a
And that's
you're
bitch.
the LeBron James of the Brooklyn Nets, pal.
That's a bitch move.
It is.
Like this. He said he's gonna play. He said he didn't say he's gonna retire. They don't know where they get that from, but he said he's gonna play. And I'm like, you're gonna have to play. And Ben Simmons, you and Kyrie is a fucking playoff team.
I'm about to say you put let me get a year of those three on the same team. That's you're a contender.
Facilitator.
Dude, if Ben Simmons actually worked on a mid-range jump shot,
that's a dangerous
that team would be so dangerous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
KD, you actually got a team.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna
You
go
keep
there.
Seth.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? You keep Seth, and then whoever else they got.
Bring back Blake Griffin. Bring back Blake Griffin and call it a day.
Yeah.
That's all we gotta do. But no, you got people like, like Kevin Durant thinking they're gonna trade you to a top tier team.
Yeah.
I
want to fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you over, but you got to trade me to Miami. You got to trade me to Phoenix. You got to trade me to the out west to the champs. I'd send him to the worst fucking team if they gave me some players and some draft picks for his ass. I'd send him up to Toronto.
I would send his ass to the Jazz for Donovan Mitchell.
I'd have sent his ass to the motherfucking Toronto.
Yeah.
And took all their players and left them up there with a scrub squad.
I don't. He just go. I'm like, I'd be calling the Jazz up. Look, give me Donovan Mitchell, and I'll give you Kevin Durant, and you give me all the picks. Give me all the picks you got for Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. You got KD. You ain't gonna want to be in Utah. KD ain't gonna want to be in no damn Utah. You're gonna be miserable. Yep. I'm like, give me Donovan Mitchell and all the picks, because Donovan Mitchell is a star, not a superstar, but he's a star. And he's a young star. Give me Donovan Mitchell and all the picks you got for Gobert from the Timberwolves, and we got a deal. I thought of another team he could have went to. He could go to the Jazz. Go be with the Jazz, then KD. I got Donovan Mitchell, I got Kyrie Irving, and I got Ben Simmons. That's still a playoff team. And I got picks. But the Nets aren't smart like that. The Nets want the King's ransom, and KD is not 20-year-old KD. He's on the other side of 30 now. The Jazz can give
30
him...
34, 35, some shit like that.
He's pretty old. He's getting up there in age. I think he's 35, 34.
34, yeah.
You see?
Yeah, so he's just leaving prime.
Well, you're at the back end of his prime. You stay in your prime to about 37, 38. Some people, if you're a really good player. But he's excellent in his prime fast. And he need to
Yeah.
realize he's 33.
So that means there's
I'm
no
sorry, he's
sitting
33.
out if they don't trade your ass.
He's not 35, he's 33.
Oh, 33. All right.
Yo, he's still in the back end of his prime still. That's still a back end of your prime.
Yeah.
So he started.
They ain't no sitting out.
You can't sit out.
Listen, if he sits out, they fine his ass. You know what I'm saying? They'll have to pay him some money, but they're gonna recoup it with fines. I'm sure they got some type of insurance policy on the contract for in case something like this happen. So he ain't gonna do that because, like you said, he's entering the back end of his prime. Sitting down, you're killing your legacy.
If he wins the championship for Brooklyn, that's the only way he can save his legacy.
Yes.
But I would get another coach. I wouldn't get rid of the DM. I'm like, we need another coach. This coach is not going to work.
Well, you know what? This is the coach that he wanted in the first place, so let's roll with him.
Yeah, you got to roll with him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I'm like, the coach that will get them straight is Mark Jackson.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Get Mark.
He's gonna put them all in check. He old school. He ain't playing all that prima donna shit.
Oh man, but that's all the ones we got today, and I don't know what's going on with it. So, man, why don't y'all go check out Freedom Grooming, man?
Freedom.
Yep, freedom-grooming.com for all your grooming needs, man. See the shiny bald head? That's all Freedom Grooming doing. And if you want to, man, use the promo code, man. DMO Young. That's the code.
All in capitals.
All caps. DMO Young. Get you 10% off of anything you need. Freedom Grooming. DMO Young. Freedom! I'm going to leave it up for a second so y'all can get it. DMO Young and Freedom Grooming. The Freedom Grooming and Venom podcast are collabing. So there we go.
Soon Izzy will be shaving his head and doing the Freedom Grooming and commercials.
Izzy gonna be doing Eric's push-ups because Kamara is not getting suspended.
That's a disgrace, but what?
The league was too busy worrying about Deshaun Watson, and he slipped.
I think exactly that's the only reason why he got over it. He got over it.
Exactly. It is, but a bet is a bet.
No, I told you Goodell said, Kamara hit a man. We can deal with that. we can't deal with anything happening with women.
Yeah.
Beat all the men you up. Beat all the men you want up, but you can't touch a woman.
They don't want that heat with all them women standing outside of the stadium and shit like that.
Hell no.
Especially when women are probably the ones that spend the most money at the stadium.
Yeah, they're the consumers. That's 80% of the consumer base are women.
You know, where we're looking for nefarious means to buy jerseys, they'll walk up into the fucking shop and spend that extra crazy money on a jersey. Like
man,
nothing.
I ain't buying that shit for $100. Here go the lady. Open up my checkbook. Here it is.
Fuck that.
Yo, I got a spot up here at the flea market that sells quality NFL jerseys.
Which one?
$65 for one. I think it's
100 for two.
100 for two.
Which one? Is the old Duchess Mall?
No, the one in Middletown.
Okay, I'm familiar with that.
That's where I go and get my jerseys, and their NFL got the NFL. I don't know if it's sewn on NFL stuff, but it got the NFL's logos and everything legit. But he sells them $65 for one.
Allegedly.
$60, pal. I ain't paying $250 for those fucking jerseys.
For $60.
$60 at a fucking flea market down here.
He allegedly sells it for $60. I'm gonna help y'all out.
I'm waiting until they come out with the black and green joints. That's the jersey I want to get. I just don't know who to get because nobody ever stays with the Jets long enough.
Yeah, well,
Milf
I still got my old Dale jersey, so
he
The
might
last Jets jersey that I bought was Curtis Martin.
go get Joe Namath. What? Go get a throwback.
I got a throwback. I got a
Namath
throwback.
fan.
I got a throwback of LT, Deion Sanders, and Bo Jackson.
I got throwbacks. Well, now Drew Brees is now a throwback. It's not that one, but I have a whole bunch of LT throwback. I got a Chad Johnson throwback jersey. I got
LT Lawrence Taylor or LaDainian Tomlinson?
LaDainian Tomlinson.
both.
Ah.
I used to have a lot of jersey collections. So, jersey collection used to be top notch. And I used to get mine off of eBay to hook up.
$65 for one.
Yeah, $30 for one, and that bitch was stitched. You gotta wait. You gotta wait a long time to get that motherfucker. But
Takes you 3 weeks, but they're good quality.
Good quality jerseys. I'm like, shit. People like, shit, but why you got the white and the black jersey? I had to, the home and away jersey with the Drew Brees one. Where you get that shit from? Can't
eBay,
tell you my connect. Can't tell you my
eBay,
connect. But we won't do nefarious means for the freedom grooming. We know there's no way you can do that.
Good quality product.
Good quality. Good.
Check
quality.
out the commercial.
Yeah,
Really.
really.
Played at the end of the thing. I got 2 commercials out now. 2. So the 3rd one on the way, and I got to do a 4th one by the 28th. So y'all gonna see 2 more. All right, man. Shout outs, man. Before we get on out of here. Shit, it was a good show.
Shout you guys out. Another great show. Have fun at the game tonight. Hopefully they do some work.
I'm not going to the game. I'm watching the game. The game in Green Bay.
I thought the game was like at the stadium or something like that.
Oh man, I wouldn't even been doing it, man. I'd be like, fuck, I gotta go.
You've been doing it from the stadium. Here I'm in section D.
Via satellite, baby.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker. Them traffic. I would be shit. There's so many people getting off work and then gotta go to the stadium. That's in the heart of the fucking city. Hell,
no.
Shout out to Lala. Check out Lala's Empire on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Buy the merch. Shout out to Eric Doc. We got you.
Yep. Bust one for Eric.
Bust one for Eric.
Bust one for Eric.
Bust one for Doc. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that Doug is doing okay now. So
yes, he's moving along quite well lately. So
yeah, he had a stream the other night, and I happened to pop in, and I was like, oh, he looks good. At least I was expecting something, and when I saw him, I was like, oh, he looks good. I was like, he's healing. That's good.
Yeah, they made him the commish at his federation that he's working with. So
oh, nice payback for whoever did that to him.
But shout out to you guys. Shout out to Doc. Just thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time.
No problem, man. Everything. That's what we do this for. I want to shout you guys out. Shout out to Doc. Always, man. Whenever you can get a chance to come on, man. We always got your seat waiting on you. Nasty punk ass need to get out the fucking woods with his punk ass. I'm calling you out. Officially calling your punk ass out the woods. And
he gonna come out when his team got a winning record.
Yeah,
no, he'll come out. He will come out if the Titans beat the Giants week 1.
Yeah,
he'll come out
on his birthday too. Oh man,
but that ain't gonna happen. So
man,
I don't know.
I need him to be so he can come out the woods, but I don't want to hear him bragging. So I'm in a conundrum here. Hope it ends in the tie.
Oh, hell no.
So I can tease both of y'all. Y'all both suck. But that's funny. He played your team and his brother is a Giants fan too. So I know the amount of shit talking that's going to be going on his birthday.
Shit.
Fucking ridiculous.
And I'm gonna be fucking DMing his ass during the fucking game too. So
you know his ass, he don't talk during the game. He's gonna go ghost.
Coward.
You know. Then we will have a guest on Thursday. We're gonna have a guest on Thursday. Lala got us a guest.
Speaking of Thursday, you dropped her name last night, and I looked up her work. Yeah, Hall of Fame material.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that for September 1st.
Hall of Fame material.
I have to keep that out.
She said she'll do the show.
Oh, nice.
That's all I gotta say. She'll do the show, and I just gotta get the times and stuff for the flyer, and good to go.
Motherfuckers, get your suit jackets.
Yeah, being that bitch. Man, I'll pull a fucking wedding jacket out, man. I'll pull a fucking wedding tuxedo jacket out. Being that bitch white.
A white one with all white with black lapels with with the tails.
I ain't got the tails, but I got the all white with the black lapel. I'm gonna wear a white hat, cocked to the side. Dun, dun, dun. And we like to bring you to our wagon ceremony.
You are sending her a shirt, yes?
You gotta work on a motherfucking opening. You gotta work like on a video opening for the Wagon Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like something with music and wagons.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. She was a visionary.
A revolutionary.
And let us zoom in and zoom out. Yes. We are inducting the world to the Wagon Hall of Fame. And then play the music. Oh man. That would be funny. I'll work on it. I got to make sure she's okay to do it. She might have to push it back. Whenever she come on, we're going to do the Wagon Hall of Fame. But we definitely going to be back Thursday with wrestling. Of course, Friday. We're supposed to be doing our fantasy draft next Friday. So,
oh shit! I got to do some homework.
And we're gonna have a fantasy draft. And I'll tell Doc to watch. He ought to be on, but to watch to give his picks, and we'll go like that. And see if Nasty won't take a point out of the fantasy draft, and we'll go that way.
Okay.
We're gonna do, but all right. Just so I know, how many like in a regular draft, 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs,
2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end,
defense,
tight end, defense, kicker. We don't have to worry about
flex
and a flex.
Okay.
In this regular draft, we're gonna draft out the starters. I don't think we got enough time to do.
No, I think we will.
We'll do the starters, and we'll go random order. I'll pull names out of the hat and see who goes first, who goes second, and then there'll be a snake draft. So whoever goes last goes first. And we'll get it like that.
Okay.
So that's what we'll be doing next week. Our fantasy football draft. Y'all tune in. See, and you're gonna let us know who had the better team. This is your host, Bo Young. You got the diabolical hater, the nefarious one, and for Doc, man, I advocate. And Nasty bitch ass in the woods. We'll see y'all later. Peace and who that?
Good night, everybody.
Victoro.
Everybody, Victoro. Hopefully a Saints Victoro tonight. We out, people.
Peace.
Buy Freedom Grooming. Go Mo Young. The Mo Young. Many of my fans know me for my trademark hat. I don't need that anymore now that I found this game changer of a shaver. Flex Series by Freedom Grooming.
You can shave wet or dry. It's your choice. You can do it on the go.
Look at that smoothness, man. The smoothest shave I ever had. Smoother than the baby's bottom. This is a must-have. You must get this. It will change your life. Trust me. Like I said, best 3 minutes of your life. It's showtime.